Hey, far too many of us feel as if we are lost, but not all those who wander are lost. Some of us are just coming home to ourselves, deeper into the abyss that is us. We are universes into and onto ourselves, and it is an opportunity now for us to realize just how powerful we are. It is a chance for us to come home to ourselves, realizing we are the ones that we have been waiting for. No one is coming to save us if we won't save ourselves. So it is time for us to understand there are basic life skills that we need to acquire in order for us to live the best life possible. And it is our chance now to gain those skills based on the discerning process of figuring out what we want to actually do with our life, how we want to leave the world better for our having been here, what the legacy that we want to leave behind us is. These are the clarifying questions that we have a chance to ask ourselves, and I dare you to ask yourself these questions. I dare you to come along for the journey. I challenge you to come along for the journey, because the journey inwards is the longest and deepest path possible, even though it seems to be the most surface. Take time to marinate in wisdom and let it steep. Be willing to drop the infuser of life into hot water and let the leaves release their lessons, and then taste and savor what comes from all of what may have hurt at first, but that ultimately serves. It is an opportunity now for us to understand that all that we have been marinating in over the last while has all been here to serve us, to equip us for this moment now that we have arrived in, where we have a chance to say, hey, it's time to play as an adult, realizing that life is the best video game going, and that we are all looking for good players. And if you're a good player of this thing called life, I want to play with you in my community on Facebook called A Space Where Misfits Fit, a home for soulful seekers. If you haven't already joined, there are 3 questions that I ask anyone that's interested in coming on. And I would really love to be able to connect for you to ask your soulful questions. What are you struggling with? Where are you hurting? Where are you winning? What is happening in your world? And what is significant? What news stories are capturing your attention? And is it for the greater good? Is it for public education, information? Is it for upliftment? Is it for education? What is the point? We have to ask ourselves, what is the point of everything? And then once we get the answer, the dawning insight, realization, we then have to have real eyes to voice what we found, the discoveries, uncovering what was previously hidden from plain sight, only because we didn't have the eyes to see it, the real eyes to see what was happening. Have you ever just looked at someone and connected? Just felt their smile? Took it in. Take it in. Take this in, my friend, and know that I see you. You matter. I love you. I appreciate you. I accept you. I celebrate you. And I am a reflection of you. All that you see in me to be beautiful are things that you see as reflections of you. And anything you say, oh, this chick is too much, too this, too that, not enough this, not enough that. All those judgments that you cast against me are simply ways that you judge yourself and project it outwards. Whatever part of me it is you judge, just love that part of yourself. And know that it's okay, because we all go through that process. I judge people still. I can't help it. Maybe I can. I haven't got to that point yet. But at least I own it. I own it, and I hope you will too. Because when we are shameful about things, we misinterpret our action for what we are capable of. And that's not what it's about at all. There's so much more I could share, but it's a chill message out on the porch today, just to say, hey, you matter. I see you. I love you. I accept you. I appreciate you. I wish you great things. And I hope that you will take time today to create a reality that you love and are willing to play full out in, because it is when we fully commit that we truly create the life that we've been waiting for. Much love. Laura J. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.